12 Tibetan Deities Part 3 Ma Kailaho is it? Ma Kaila Sanskrit, literal, Great Black One is a protector deity which means beyond time or death. He is the wisdom protector recommended by all sects of Tibetan Buddhism. How can I tell? With 3 eyes, Ma Kaila is of the brilliance of 10 million black fires of dissolution and dwells amid 8 cremation grounds. He is depicted in many manifestations. The most notable variation in Mahakala's manifestations and depictions is in the number of arms. The 2-armed Mahakala is the wrathful incarnation of the D-Buddha, as well as of the Buddha Vajradhara. The 4-armed Mahakala is the incarnation of Kakrasavara. The 6-armed Black Mahakala is the wrathful incarnation of the 11th face of Avalokitesvara with 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes. Ekajati, who is it? Ekajati is the principal guardian deity of the Sakya sect. In Tibetan Buddhism, the devotional worship of Ekajati can increase the practitioner's wisdom, prolong one's life, and prevent one from diseases. How can I tell? Various forms of her image can be seen in Tibetan Buddhism. Some appear in the form of Tibetan Thangka painting. Some appear in the form of copper gilt statues, in golden. No matter which manifestations and depictions, she is always depicted in dark blue skin with her hair bright like a flame. She steps upon corpses. She is adorned with a crown of 5 skulls, a skull necklace, bone ornaments, and gems, holding an axe in her right hand and a skull cup in her left. Vira holders, the awesome keepers of wisdom. In the realm of Buddhism, there are incredible beings known as Vira holders. They're like the awesome keepers of wisdom, sharing their knowledge and guiding everyone on the path to a happy and kind life. Meet the Vira holders. Vira holders are like the wise mentors who hold onto something special called a Vira, which is like a magical tool representing strong wisdom and compassion. Each Vira holder has a heart full of understanding and a mission to spread goodness. Padmasambhava, the Lotus Guru. Padmasambhava is like the Lotus Guru, and he's all about blooming wisdom. He's a teacher who helps us grow into wise and kind individuals, just like a lotus flower grows in the mud but turns into something beautiful and pure. Tilopa, the dance of wisdom. Tilopa is like the dancer of wisdom. He teaches us that life is like a dance, full of twists and turns. Tilopa shows us how to dance through life with a happy heart, facing challenges with courage and spreading joy wherever we go. Naropa, the joyful learner. Naropa is the joyful learner. He's like the best friend who loves to explore and discover new things. Naropa inspires us to be curious, ask questions, and find joy in learning, just like he did on his own path to wisdom. Kids and Vira holders. Vira holders love kids because they know that every child is like a little seed of wisdom waiting to grow. They encourage kids to be curious, ask questions, and explore the world around them. Be a little Vira holder. You can be a little Vira holder too. Every time you learn something new, share your knowledge with others, or show kindness and understanding, you're spreading the same wisdom that Vira holders do. You're like a mini keeper of goodness, making the world brighter with your wisdom. Vira holders' magical lesson: grow in wisdom. The magical lesson from Vira holders is simple yet profound. Grow in wisdom. By being curious, learning from experiences, and spreading kindness, we become magical beings just like the Vira holders, guiding ourselves and others on the journey to a joyful and wise life. And there you have it, the wonderful world of Vira holders, the awesome keepers of wisdom. Kakrasavara is it? Kakrasavara may also refer to the main deity in this tantra, as well as to a collection of texts or cycle associated with the root Kakrasavara Tantra. He is one of the 5 deities honored in the supreme yoga practice of Tibetan Buddhism. How can I tell? He's depicted with a blue-colored body, in a standing posture, with 4 faces: white, yellow, red, and blue, 3 eyes, and 12 arms, embracing his consort, the wisdom Dakini Vajravarh. He holds a Vira in his right hand and a bell in his left hand. Tibetan master holders, the amazing guides of happiness. In the colorful world of Buddhism, there are incredible beings known as Tibetan master holders. They're like the amazing guides of happiness, showing us how to be joyful, kind, and spread love wherever we go. Meet the Tibetan Master Holders. Tibetan Master Holders are like the joyful mentors who have mastered the art of living a happy and meaningful life. They hold the key to spreading smiles and understanding to everyone they meet. Milarepa, the singing sage. Imagine having a friend who expresses wisdom through song and laughter. That's Milarepa. He's like the singing sage who reminds us that joy and happiness can be found in the simplest things. Milarepa's songs tell stories of kindness, love, and the beauty of life. Drukpa Kunli, the joyful yogi. Drukpa Kunli is like the joyful yogi who believes in spreading laughter and joy. He teaches us that a happy heart is a wise heart. Drukpa Kunli's playful and humorous ways inspire us to find joy in every moment, just like he did, Longkhenpa, the infinite mind. Longkhenpa is like the thinker with an infinite mind. He's the master holder who encourages us to expand our minds and think big. Longkhenpa's teachings remind us that understanding the vastness of the world and the kindness within our hearts brings true happiness. Kids and Tibetan Master Holders. Tibetan Master Holders love kids because they see the potential for happiness in every child. They encourage kids to laugh, play, and explore the world with curiosity. Be a little Tibetan Master Holder. You can be a little Tibetan Master Holder too. Every time you share a smile, spread joy, or show kindness to others, you're spreading the same happiness that Tibetan Master Holders do. You're like a mini guide of joy, making the world a brighter and happier place. Tibetan Master Holders' magical lesson: be happy. The magical lesson from Tibetan Master Holders is simple yet powerful. Be happy. By finding joy in everyday moments, spreading smiles, and being kind, we become magical beings just like the Tibetan Master Holders, guiding ourselves and others on the journey to a joyful life. And there you have it, the amazing world of Tibetan Master Holders, the fantastic guides of happiness. Guru Padmasambhava, is it? Padmasambhava is an ancient Indian, one of the greatest achievers in the history of Indian Buddhism. From age 763 to 804, Guru Padmasambhava entered Tibet at the request of King Trisong Dezan to preach the Dharma and established an Nyingma school, the oldest Buddhist sect in Tibet. He also presided over the construction of the Samye Monastery, ordained monks, taught tantric practice, and translate Buddhist scriptures so that Buddhism was truly established in Tibet. How can I tell? With an angry face, Padmasambhava wears the crown of Dharma on his head. He holds the skull cup in his left hand, with the longevity vase in the cup. He holds the Vira in his right hand and sits on the lotus pedestal. Guru Tsongkhapa, how is it? Tsongkhapa 13571419 is the founder of the Jelig sect of Tibetan Buddhism and a Buddhist theorist. He has written a lot in his life. His writings discuss the practice order of exoteric Buddhism and Tantric Buddhism, which has a profound influence on later generations. How can I tell? Most of the Tsongkhapa statues wear a yellow peach-shaped pundit hat. The hands of Tsongkhapa are in Dharma Chakra Pravartana Mudra, which means twisting the thumb and index finger or middle finger, ring finger, and relaxing the rest of the fingers naturally. Each hand holds a lotus flower, blossoming on shoulders. The scripture stands in the middle of the left shoulder flower, and the sword stands in the right shoulder flower. This is the same as the image of Manjushri. Because Tibetan Tantric Buddhism respected Master Tsongkhapa as the incarnation of Manjushri, the scriptures and swords have also become signs of his identity.